a lot of requests on this one video, a course details video on CFP, Certified Financial Planner. Now, first of all, this course is conducted by the body under the name of Financial Planning Standards Board, FPSB. What is this course all about? It's not as popular in India as it should be, and it is definitely going to grow in the future. But how you and I have in India the concept of a family doctor, where we say that, look, each family needs to have one doctor who knows the history of the family's medical history and things like that. And it passes on from generation to generation. In a similar way, in countries like the US, they have something known as a family financial planner, because you require an expert who understands how to plan your finances. And planning finances is not just about investing in the stock markets. As I'll explain you throughout the video, it's more in depth. In the future in India, it's going to be that each of us will have an expert who's generally a CFP, and we will go to him to make sure that our family's future financially is secure. So that's what CFP is all about. And with that, let's get started. First point is the eligibility. For all of you guys who are currently given your 12th and are above the age of 18, that's all. You just need to have cleared your 12th grade and be the age of 18 and you are eligible for CFP. That's it. So the next point is the academic structure. So the academic structure, the papers and the subjects for CFP. There are 4 papers or 4 levels. Level 1, investment planning. Level 2, retirement and tax planning. Level 3, risk management and estate planning. And level 4 are capstone courses. Capstone courses essentially are case studies of the first 3 levels. Right? Each of the first 3 levels are exams which are held for 2 hours, and the 4th exam is held for 3 hours. Now the first 3 exams are the paper pattern is that they have 75 multiple choice questions, 75 MCQs, totaling to 150 marks in the paper. And you need to score 50% per paper to clear the exam. And that's the gist of like the paper pattern. By the way, guys, hold on. We've been asking all this and most of you all have been adhering to it, but still 89% of our viewers are not subscribing to the channel. So please click subscribe and then go on with the video. Now the duration. So to finish these 4 levels, on an average, it will take you anywhere between 6 months to a year, depending on your speed. The exams are held across the year for every month in the year, but in the month, each month, you can only give it for any 5 days. So the body announces which 5 days in the month. For example, they say in the month of June, the exam dates are 1st June to 5th of June. So 1 month prior to that, you've got to register for the exam, 1, 2, 3 or 4 exams, and you can appear for all these exams in the span of those 5 days throughout the year. The simple way is you study, give the exam, whether you give individual papers or all papers, and you can complete it comfortably within that 6 to 12 months duration. One important point for you guys, once you register with the CFP body, FPSB, Financial Planning Standards Board, you need to complete these 4 exams within a span of 3 years. It's like a timeline. Like I said, because the duration is 6 to 12 months, 3 years is genuinely a long enough period of time. You don't have to worry. Now coming to the scope or the opportunities. So there are 2 parts, and let me give you all a few real life examples around me of people who have completed CFP a few years back. So first and foremost, you can get a job in many companies that are either into things like wealth management. So I have a friend who was with me in college. He is a CFP and he was working in this company called Anand Rathi. Anand Rathi is a really good wealth management Indian company, and his job was basically to talk to clients, understand their requirements and help them with their planning, although he was a junior. As he grew, he worked there for a couple of years, then he shifted and he started his own venture. The best thing about being a CFP is once you get a little bit of experience and you're good enough by yourself to self-study and things like that, you can then go out to the real world and you can become an independent financial planner. It's like your own little business. So what you do is, this is what my friend did, right? He started his own little venture and he came to all of us, all of his friends and other people, and he said that, look, do you guys already have your finances planned? Unfortunately, most of us in India, while we think we might have, 95% of us will not have. So when he came to me, I actually understood what he's talking about. And it wasn't, like I said, just about investing, right? It starts with, do I have my house? And by my house, I mean my parents, my brother, myself. Do I have everyone's life insurances planned? Medical insurances. Do we have a contingency fund, which is something which is the pandemic proved how important having an emergency or a contingency fund is. Where have we diversified? Have we planned for the future? It's impossible today that I know what I exactly want in 10 years. But we do know what kind of a lifestyle we want. We can predict important expenses. Like for example, if you are, let's say you are a father, right? You have a child who is 10 years old right now. You know for a fact that in the next 10 years, you should have enough funds to basically pay for his education. That's a long-term expense, especially if you want to send him or her abroad. So these kind of things are what a financial planner does. So when he sat down with me, I understood, and he basically helped me consolidate the finances. So I'm happy, I'm sleeping home safe and sound, and he will gain a huge benefit out of this. He will then invest on my behalf for the things which I ask him for, into mutual funds and things like that. And when he invests on my behalf, the mutual fund company pays him also a little bit if my money which he's taken grows. So for me as a customer, it's a win-win, right? He's helping me sort my finances. I've given him my money saying that, look, I want these kind of things in the future. He then invests in different places, and he knows that if my money grows, he will grow with it. Right. And like me, he has 100 other customers. So he's made his little nice business. He helps everybody with their planning. There are old couples who have to create their will. They have a lot of real estate and they want to distribute it in their families. These things are real problems which you and I don't think of day to day. These are the guys, the CFPs are the guys who will help us sort that out. I have another friend from college. She also had studied CFP. Even she was working in some company. Now she's part-time teaching and full-time doing this whole financial planning for clients, customers. So they're constantly studying. They're always up to date with the law, with the details of mutual fund laws and the stock markets and the debt markets and insurances and real estate and retirement laws in India, which are coming, bankruptcy laws, which are coming to India, all those kind of things. So that's what a CFP does. It's extremely interesting if you like it. There's a real need in the country. Indians are not still as willing to share financial details and give money to everybody. They prefer keeping it in their gold and FD. But things are changing because of people like us who are understanding the power of other markets like the stock markets and the mutual fund markets. And the CFP qualified members are the ones who are leading the way there. So that's kind of the scope and the opportunity you have in India. Finally, the fee structure. This is one of the major advantages of CFP because compared to the other courses, this is a shorter course and a less expensive course. So the total cost for CFP is going to be between 1 to 1.25 lakhs, which includes everything. It will include the registration with the body, all the 4 exams and their fees, the study material, the membership fees, the training fees. Everything is combined. 1 to 1.25 lakhs is the right approximate figure. If you'd like the breakup of registration, exam fees, all of that, it's going to be shown up on the screen. If you have that kind of a budget, it's a really great sort of a launch pad for your personal finance career. So with that, I hope that we've covered all the details of CFP, especially all the details that you as a potential student might want to know, from the eligibility to the academic structure, opportunities in the future, as well as the fee structure. If we've missed anything, please let us know, put it in the comments, and do let us know what other videos you'd like us to create.